Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is chapter 32, My Two First Loves. You had be giving up on homecoming, but is it a lot cause after all? Now let's see. I'm playing it, bro. Okay, out of the past. Let's see what the past brings upon the future. The power of a photo has never failed to amaze me. One moment I was alone in the attic, and next I was at my 8th birthday party with dad scooping ice cream and Max standing at my elbow. Mom helped me cut a slice of cake. I brought the album downstairs in the living room. Mac glanced up from her phone on the couch. Taking a trip down memory lane? Yeah, you can join in if you want. I sat down and we poured through the album together. My tears splashed against the old Paraloids. I miss mom so much. Me too. Everything is a mess now. Mom's smiling face started back at us from a decade in the past. Mom, I wish you were here to help me decide what I want out of life. Everyone else seems to have it all figured out, but I don't have a clue. I feel like I'm running out of time. If I could just talk to you. Hovering in the doorway. How long have you been standing there? Long enough to know you two could use some advice. Talk about an invasion of privacy. If I wanted to share, I had have taken out an ad in the paper. I can't believe you had spy on me like that. Whoa, first things first, I'm not spying. The living room is public domain. Secondly, why didn't you come to me? You can talk to me about anything. Reason after reason flooded my mind. Maybe because you still monitor my outfits like I'm a child. You grounded me for being a good big sister. You had never around to talk to. Yeah, we had have a better chance of seeing you if we made an appointment at your office. At least then you had have to show up. But you two could always text me. That can't be the only reason why. I knew he was right. It wasn't the real root of the issue. My mom was the glue that held my family together. She had love. She had have wanted me to tell the truth, even it was hard, especially then. I guess I never brought it up because it feels like you don't care about what I have to say. Mac and I are on our own people, but you never ask us what we want. You can't expect us to talk to you when you don't give us a say in our own lives. Can a person be double grounded? Even as the words left my mouth, I braced myself for the explosion that would follow them. But it never came. Instead, Dad sighed and sat down on the couch between us. I guess history does repeat itself. Wait, you're not mad. How could I be? Your mother gave a similar speech to your grandfather not too long before she married me. He took the album and riffled through the pictures of exotic locals before laying a handful out on the coffee table. Are these all of mom? I'll look a closer look at the photo. Marching at the protest. She stood fearlessly on the edge of a cliff, the rainforest all around her. Out in the nature with nothing but her wits and the clothes on her back. That's so brave. She deferred college for a year to go on that trip. Your grandparents were not happy. Your mom and I were raised in a time when kids weren't supposed to want anything. Our jobs was to work hard and obey, and I fell right in line. But your mom, she understood what it was like to want to give a world a shake, just to see what might fall out. So mom was a rebel. She was curious enough to have a lot of questions, brave enough to go searching for the answers, and kind of enough to take me with her. She did. There are no guarantees in life, Addie. And it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. But your mother lived such a full life because she wasn't afraid to try everything. Even if sometimes all she got was a lesson in what not to do. We flipped through the photos together. They spanned almost every continent. I can tell the pictures you took apart from mom so easily. You are so straightforward, not at all artisty like her. Hey, not all of us could be photography buffs like your mother, and I deserve some credit. When she started her crusade for adventure, I brought her that camera to catalog the journey. As we flipped through the page after page, I realized we were all grinning ear to ear. I couldn't even remember the last time the three of us had fun together like this. I really want to show you some more photos of your mom. We captured some memories in here that I'll never forget. Want to see? Oh. Tell me everything. Finish the album with that. I think we should stop here. I think I'm still a little too raw for that. Fair enough. He flipped the photos back into their sleeves. In any case, your mother was a woman who lived by her own rules, and I love that about her. So you too defied my grandpa and lived by your own rules, and I am grounded for making my own choices. No, you're grounded for making poor choices. You were arrested. Yeah, for being in the wrong place at the wrong time while trying to keep Max safe. If neither of you had snuck out of the house, Mackenzie wouldn't be in danger, anger, or whatever danger. And if you tried to understand us at all, we wouldn't have to do everything in secret. I could feel all the afternoon's progress slipping right through my fingers. Dad breathed in deeply and sighed. I'm not perfect, but I'm only doing what I think is best for you. Catch us if we fall. We are gonna have to do it eventually. Why not practice now? He met my eyes, and I could see the cautious parent inside wearing with his adventurous youth. After a moment, the battle was over. Your mom's relationship with her father was never the same afterwards, and I can't risk having that happen with you. If you can promise to let me in a little more, I can promise to give you more guidance and less grounding. Does that mean what I think it means? It means your sentence has been reduced to time served. Neither of you are grounded anymore. I'm free. I'm going to homecoming. We might not always see eye to eye, but no matter what happens, I do care about your thoughts, your opinions, your dreams, and your troubles. You seem to have your fair share of time. So, as you kids say, what's the tea? Mac and I rolled our eyes, but the three of us talked for the rest of the afternoon. Bit by bit, I could feel us repairing the bonds that had worn away in the years since Mom's death. I'm going to dance. But even as I said it, a question entered in my mind. With whom? Oh God, again I am started. But this time it is for the good cause, I guess. Okay, this was chapter 32 for you all, and I am bringing chapter 33 soon. Thank you.